I never thought the words I whispered over the kitchen table would come back to haunt me. My name's Evelyn Carter, and I've spent 50 years learning life the hard way. Raising children, tending gardens, and baking pies that could heal a broken heart. I always tried to pass that wisdom along, especially to my daughter, Claire. But lately it felt like she barely heard me. It was a bright Saturday morning, the sun streaming through the lace curtains in our small living room. The smell of coffee and fresh bread filled the air. I leaned over and said softly, "Claire, be careful with Jason. He seems nice, but watch how he handles your choices." She laughed, tossing her long hair over her shoulder. "Mom, you're such a worrywart. I can handle myself. You always think the worst." I smiled, though my chest tightened. "I know, honey, but some lessons come from listening before you leap." She rolled her eyes and grabbed her bag. "Okay, Mom, I've got it." And that was the end of it. Or so I thought. Weeks later I saw the fallout. Claire's project at work, the one she poured herself into, was rejected because she trusted someone who didn't have her back. She called me crying, voice shaking. "Mom, I didn't listen. I should have listened." I wanted to hold her, to whisper that it wasn't the end of the world, but I also felt a pang of heartbreak. She had mocked my advice, brushed it aside, and now she faced the consequences. Instead of scolding, I sat with her at our old kitchen table, the same one where we'd shared countless mornings of pancakes and chatter. I poured us both tea, the steam curling like memories between us. I said, "Claire, you know I can't protect you from everything. Life has to teach its own lessons. But I'm here always." She sobbed quietly, head in her hands. I reached out, brushing a strand of hair from her face. Wisdom isn't about being right all the time. It's about sharing what we've learned so you don't have to make the same mistakes. But you still get to choose your path. A pause hung between us. Outside, the neighborhood children played, their laughter floating through the air, mingling with the scent of freshly cut grass. I realized in that moment that being a mother wasn't about being obeyed. It was about being present, even when ignored. Claire looked up, eyes red but clearer. "I get it now, Mom. I really do. I'm sorry I didn't listen sooner." I smiled, my heart lightening. "Honey, you don't have to apologize. You're learning. And one day you'll pass these lessons on, maybe to someone who rolls their eyes just like you did." We laughed softly, the tension dissolving, the warmth of the morning sun embracing us. I felt a quiet pride, the kind that comes from knowing your love doesn't fail, even when your advice does. Sometimes the heart needs to stumble before it can soar. And watching my daughter find her wings, even after ignoring my words, reminded me that love is patient, wisdom is endless, and forgiveness is always ready.